Hello again, everyone. This video centers around a suggestion sent in by a viewer regarding the question of how to use Neuroart to tackle a hard job. Hello again, everyone. So today we are going to be doing a topic that was suggested by one of the viewers of this channel some time ago. So if you have a topic that you would like to see talked about in this channel, please leave a comment in the Facebook page. I have a topic set up specifically for this on how to use Neuroart or topic suggestions for this channel. I may not get to it immediately, like you're probably not going to see the video being published next week or the week after or maybe this month or whatever. Sometime in the future, it is going to be made into a video, maybe sometime in the future, if the topic is suitable. Granted, I cannot do every single topic that a viewer suggests. Okay, so let's be clear about one thing though. I cannot make a video out of every single topic that a viewer suggests to me, for many reasons which I will not go into here. But if I see a topic that I think it's interesting and that I can make a video out of it for this channel to share with everyone else, I will do it. Okay? But you have to be really patient. You may not see the video being made tomorrow, next week, the week after, next month, or maybe even 6 months from now. Alright, so this topic was submitted in probably a year or two ago by one of the viewers as a suggestion, and I'm making it into a video now. So, what is the topic? So, the topic was tackling hard jobs. So, I'm making a video out of this today on how to use Neuroart for tackling hard jobs. Right? So first, you need to define what this hard job is. Okay? And with this definition, this will be an object in your Neuroart artwork. That means it's going to be a circle. Okay, not a full circle, which you will see later on when I get into the drawing part. Right? So next two are lists that you have to do. Okay? So you are going to make a list of all the difficulties that you think you will likely face in the process of doing this hard job. Alright? It doesn't matter what difficulties it is, just list it down on a piece of paper or on the back of your drawing. It is up to you, along with the definition of this hard job. Okay? Put them where it's easily visible for you when you're drawing, because you're going to be referring to it. Alright? So, and this whole list, I condensed it to make it easier for you, is just going to be another circle on the drawing. Okay? The reason for this is I don't want your drawing to get too complicated. So, and I coded these two, define this hard job as THJ, for the first one, and D for difficulties. You can name them whatever you want. Okay, the labels are not important in this presentation. So the labels are up to you on what do you want to call them. So just for purposes of making this video, so far I've named the definition of this hard job, THJ, and the difficulties labeled as D. Okay? And then the second and the last list is, what are your fears in tackling this job? Okay? And this list is going to be condensed into another circle that will be labeled F for purposes of this presentation. Okay, again, you can name it whatever you want. So I'm just making things easy by having you summarize the list of all the difficulties and all your fears into two objects in the drawing, in your Neuroart drawing, okay, which is D and F. Now, there are more lists that you can write. Example, the list of resources you can tap on to help you tackle this art job, which I'm not going to put down here because you are going to list them out as you draw. Okay, reason being very simple is the list of resources. For each resource that you name, it is going to be another circle object on your drawing. For this case, this is it. Okay? Because you're going to be summarizing your difficulties and your fears. That's why I wanted you to write it down, because it's easier this way for you. Okay, so with that, this is the end of this PowerPoint presentation for generating your list. You can pause the video at this point and go ahead to make your list. All right. Hello, everyone. Again, so let's recap a bit. So before this, you were told that you're going to be making two lists, okay? So let me recap on what's going to go on this drawing. So we have this circle, which is going to be you or me in this case, okay? And then I'm going to be using this green marker to represent pencil, okay? So we're going to be drawing 3 circles. So this is not the actual drawing. I'm going to show you what it is like first. 3 circles that represents 3 objects. Okay? That's the very first one, tackling hard jobs. Okay, this is tackling hard jobs. And then the next one is going to be the difficulties. And then the last one is going to be your fears. So these last 2 here is a list. Remember that. This is just one thing, the hard job that you have defined. Okay? So, and this is all going to be in pencil. You can use whatever pencil you want. Okay, the lighter the better. For obvious reason, make sure that it's sharp. Okay, so your lines will be thin. All right, and barely visible. Well, barely visible for the camera, but not for you. Right? So we're gonna start drawing this. So before I carry on, I want to say that this is a neurographical algorithm that was shared by my instructor. Okay, and I've made a video about this, which I'm going to link in the description and probably up here in the corner, if it's possible. Otherwise, it's going to be in the description. So you can go look at it to see how it's done. And also, I will put links to videos of previous neurographical videos that I've done about the basics and the language in the description or up here. All right, so you can take a look at that, because this requires that you know the basics of the language, the visual language. So it's very important. Okay, all right, so we're going to start in a minute to draw this. It's going to be very simple. All right, okay, so here we go. This is a fresh piece of paper. All right, so I want to say you want to divide, not literally, but visually, this piece of paper in two halves. Okay, and then you're going to find like somewhere in the middle, there's a middle line here. Okay, across here somewhere. So in that middle line, so let's say, okay, I'm going to use this pen. The middle line is somewhere here. You want to put the pencil in these three things somewhere around below the middle line. Okay, all three objects should be either crossing the middle line on the lower part, lower than the you and me. Okay, so I'm going to move this here and then you can have a look. So I'll show you what I mean. So I'm going to draw this first. Okay, you see the size? Right? So, and then I'm going to do the difficulties. And the fears. Right? So you can see now, you can put these slightly lower, that's fine. Okay, or like that is okay. See, this is like around the center. That's fine as long as you put the next ones you're going to draw slightly higher up. So we're done with the pencil. Remember this, the pencil. And then now we're going to draw the circle that represents you or me in this case. So I'm going to make it bigger. All right, and then now around here you're going to draw the resources that you can draw strength from. Okay, so let's say I want universe. Okay, now with this here, you don't need to bother rounding. Here you need to do your roundings. Okay, so I'm doing the rounding as I go because this one is pretty simple at the moment. So I have maybe family here. Okay. Again, I'm going to do a rounding here. Alright. And then maybe I'll put friends here. The size of which you can decide. Okay. You can decide how big the circle is going to be. Alright, I'm gonna not do any rounding because it's gonna take up too much time, even though there's very little. I'm trying to make this video as short as possible. So, and then you can put however many other resources that you can think of all around this circle of you and me. Okay, make sure the whole thing is higher than this. Now, when you're drawing this, you just you got to do it intuitively to find out where it is, like where you want the circle to be. So you got to do it intuitively. Alright, so I'll draw maybe one more circle, an unknown here. Okay, you can draw unknown resources if you like. Alright, so now you see this entire shape is totally higher and bigger than this cluster of shapes here, which is what you want. Alright, so now you draw arrow lines from here to here, crossing this and trying to cover this thing up. So you're going to draw quite a few neural lines. Trying to dissolve the pencil shapes that you've drawn. It's okay, they can cross. The neural lines can cross each other, that's fine. Even doing this. Okay, now even because this is green color, it's very obvious. If it's in pencil, it's almost gone. If this is pencil, I'm quite sure this neural line that goes through here is gonna make this almost invisible. Now you can't see anything. Okay, so after you've dissolved this, you want to draw a circle. Size and area of where it is, up to you, or what you want to see, which is the success of this hard job, okay? Okay, and if you want, you can put what are the fruits of the success of this hard job around this circle. Okay, I'm just going to draw a few circles to represent the fruits of the success of completing this. Okay. All right. And then this is where the kind of the tree algorithm comes in. All right. So, and then you got to do all the roundings in this picture. Okay. So, it doesn't have to be completely rounded, but it's best that it is. Okay. And then after you're done with this, you can, if you want to, add another little circle here that's called also the universe. And then again, you color it with sun rays. Okay, and the rules of coloring with no more than 4 colors applies here. Okay, so you decide what color you want to put in there. It's up to you. Right? So I hope you like this presentation and you can find some use for it. And I will talk to you again in the next video.